Welcome to CVTsport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CVTsport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
Welcome to the CVTV723.org CVTsport.net presentation of girls high school soccer. Tonight is senior night here at U32 High School. The Spalding Crimson Tide taking on the U32 Raiders. Seniors will be honored in just a moment in this one. You are watching girls high school soccer. It's a rivalry matchup here on CVTV723.org and CVTsport.net. We'll be back with the action in just a moment. This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spalding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab. This game today is made possible by our sponsors, Wicked Bines Farms in Berlin, just off US 2 at the foot of Gallison Hill, Parker's Quick Stop, the Johnson Paving Company and the Viennes family, the Sofin family, the Dolan family, and the Lavins, with a shout out to Evan and Ryan Rice, watching their cousin Cam star in the defense for the Spalding Crimson Tide.
Save big and get job ready with a free college degree. If your household income is under $100,000, you are eligible for free tuition and fees at the Community College of Vermont. 802 Opportunity is available to new or returning students of any age who do not already have a bachelor's degree. Up to 70% of Vermont households are eligible. Join us this fall and discover all that CCV has to offer. Visit ccv.edu/802 to apply.
Welcome back. Carl Parton here with Garrett Sisley, and we're about to have the senior presentation of awards here on senior night at U32. Both the U32 Raiders and Spalding seniors will be honored. I think the seniors for Spalding will just be listed today, and I think the U32 seniors give them a gift usually. Balloon or Gatorade, some cool things over there. If you can close in on the U32 bench there, they've got the senior pictures, but also they have lights with the numbers of these seniors. So that is a kind of a cool feature. Extra bedazzling for the senior night here at U32. Bringing in some electrical technology into the mix. Very special night for the seniors who have worked so hard to get here, and all through their youth career and of course their high school career, and now seniors, and the U32 Raiders off to a really good start here. And it's an emotional moment too for the parents. I know as a former U32 soccer parent of a daughter and a son, this is mixed emotions. You're proud of your athlete, but you're also a little sentimental knowing this may be one of the last games you get to see them play. Although this U32 Raider team, ranked number 2 now in girls Division II soccer, has visions of a deep playoff run. Maybe a trip to Burlington would be ideal.
I feel like that's got to be the goal everywhere, every year.
Spalding, unfortunately, would have been a magnificent rival in Division II, and one of the favored teams bumped up to Division I. We'll turn it over to Derek Dunning now, the athletic director here at U32, for the senior awards.
tonight's game, we would like to spend a few moments to honor all the seniors playing tonight. First up for Spalding, number 10, Sophie Goriello. Number 12, Maria Salvi. Number 14, Mia Dolan. And number 0, Rory Ann Glassford. And now we'd like to honor our 7 U32 seniors who have helped lead the program to a 40-16-3 record over the last 4 seasons. First up, number 1, Sylvia Emmons. Sylvia has been a 4-year varsity soccer player along with a 3 sports athlete throughout her high school career. Named to the Vermont All-State soccer team last season, she has continued her high level of play and leads the team in scoring again this season. Sylvia has been recognized as a first-team capital player and named as a captain this soccer season. Sylvia is joined on the field today by her mom, Linda, dad, Brian, and sister, Leah. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Emmons. Next up, number 2, Izzy Parrish. Izzy has contributed to the success of our varsity program over the last 4 seasons. Her versatility and ability to play almost anywhere on the field has been instrumental in our program's success during her time here. Izzy's passion for the game and high work rate has earned her a leadership and captain's position on this team this season. Izzy is joined on the field by her mom Lisa and brother Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen, Izzy Parrish. Next up, number 3, Lydia Trombley. Lydia has become a leader and a very accomplished soccer player. She has been able to transition from a solid midfield player to a very strong central defender. Lydia is a 3-sport athlete and demonstrates her knowledge of the game and ability by anchoring our defensive line. As a team captain, she is looked up by the others on the team and has the natural ability to lead. Lydia is joined by her mom Heidi, dad Josh, brother Caleb, and friend Olivia. Ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Trombley. Next up, number 8, Morgantown. Morgan has been able to adapt her game to support any needs the varsity team has had. She began her varsity career as a defender and has transitioned into a player that has skills and ability to play both in the midfield and as a striker. Morgan is a 3-sport athlete and brought her athletic abilities to play almost anywhere on the field. She has been chosen as a team captain and has been a positive role model for all our younger players. Morgan is joined on the field today by her mom Denise, dad Steve, and sister Lauren. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgantown. And next up, number 11, Paige Parker. Paige has become an outstanding soccer player and leads the team from a central defensive position. She is one of the best defensive players in the Capital League or perhaps the state. Being a 3-sport athlete, her athletic abilities are present in each sport she participates in. Paige has been an instrumental part in our team's success over the past 3 seasons. Paige is joined on the field today by her mom Jody, dad Jeff, and friend Jenna. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Parker. Next up, number 16, Claire Phillips. Claire has developed as a midfielder over the past 2 seasons. She has gained a strong understanding of the game and has the ability to both defend and attack from a wide position. Claire has a strong work rate and contributes to the team's success both on and off the field. For the past 2 seasons, Claire has become a strong defensive player and has the ability to control play in the midfield as well. Claire is joined on the field today by her parents and her brother Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Phillips. Next up, number 18, Emma Pulsifer. Emma has been a starting varsity player since her freshman year. She's an outstanding defensive player with the ability to man-mark players or play in any defensive position. Her athletic ability and knowledge of the game has been evident for the past 4 seasons. Emma has helped anchor our defense and lead with her positive nature and love of the game. Emma is joined on the field today by her mom, Christy, Grandma Nancy, Grandfather Charlie, Aunt Carrie, 2 cousins Aurora and Andrew, and Aunt Patty and Uncle Corey. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Pulsifer. Congratulations to all seniors playing in tonight's game on tremendous high school soccer careers, and we wish you the best of luck in the remainder of your senior season.
Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com. Carl Parton here with Garrett Sisley on the call on this girls soccer matchup here at U32. The Spalding Crimson Tide come in as a Division I team this year. They got bumped up from D2, which is too bad because, it was going to be a fun year with North Country, Harwood, U32 all at the top of the heap, kind of nipping at Rice's heels, if you will. All really in the hunt, but Spalding did get bumped to Division I. They have a record of 7-4-1. And they're on a couple game win streak with a 5-1 win over Harwood, or a 0-0 tie with Harwood, a 5-1 win over Montpelier, and a 3-0 win over Lamoille. The U32 Raiders ranked number 2 in Girls Division II, just behind Rice. Raiders have a 9-3 record. Rice at 7-2-3, but Rice plays a very tough Division I schedule up in the capital or the metro region up there, so it's a very tough schedule. Raiders are on a 8-game win streak after starting 1-3, Garrett, and most recently a 3-2 win against Lake Region, a 4-0 win over Peoples, and a 2-0 win over Montpelier. So Raiders control their own destiny. They may be able to get bumped up to number 1 if they get a win here and against a higher division, but they don't finish soft going into playoffs. Saturday morning, they have Harwood here, and Harwood is right on their heels in Girls Division II, and always a tough contender. So it's going to be a fun finish for this Raider team, but they control their own destiny, and they're going to get at least 1, maybe 2 home playoff games if they win.
And that's what you want, this U32 team coming in as hot as you want to be. And talking with Coach Steve Town, I mentioned that to him. He kind of looked at me and was like, yeah, we're not talking about that right now in regards to the 8-game winning streak. He was kind of deflected it and was like, it's just another distraction that we do not need. He was very adamant that they are finishing their season strong. They are playing their best soccer right now, which is exactly what you want. But against a crosstown rival like Spalding tonight, it should be a great matchup.
Now, these two teams I've covered for the last 5 or 6 years, their match, and it's always a good game. It could go overtime. It could be a 1-goal game either way. Last year in the playoffs. And let's hear this. Let's have Derek Dunning give us the starting lineups for these teams.
Number 1, Cameron Silfen. Number 2, Ruby Myers. Number 5, Emma Chappelle Cortez. Number 6, Mackenzie Allen. Number 7, Katie Parker. Number 10, Sophie Goriello. Number 12, Maria Saldi. Number 13, Hayden Rock. Number 14, Mia Dolan. And number 15, Abby Glassberg. The Crimson Tide are coached by Rod Warren. He is assisted by Seth Wilmot. And now the starting lineup for your U32 Raiders. In goal, a junior number 99, Sophia Willis. At forward, a senior number 1, Sylvia Emmons. At midfield, a senior number 2, Izzy Parrish. At midfield, a senior number 3, Lydia Trombley. At midfield, a senior number 8, Morgan Town. At defense, a senior number 11, Paige Parker. At forward, a sophomore number 14, Addie Pesco. At midfield, a senior number 16, Claire Phillips. At defense, a senior number 18, Emma Pulsifer. At midfield, a sophomore number 19, Grace Noyes. And at forward, a junior number 22, Elena Noyes. The Raiders are coached by Steve Town. He is assisted by Abby McDevitt. And now, Operator, please rise and move your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
I've been looking forward to this game, Garrett. We know it's going to be a good one, and both of these teams build with excellence from the back. Paige Parker has stepped up this season as a senior in that center back spot, and she is tough. Back there with her, just the defense of this whole Raider team is just exciting to watch, really. They're intense. They go to the ball strong. Trombley's tough back there as well, along with Parker. And on the other side, Cam Sofin, the junior defender, is so speedy, so skilled, fun to watch, and really one of the most skilled center backs out there is Mia Dolan, the senior defender. And both of these coaches trust their back line. Rory-Ann Glassford in goal is tough. And Sophia Willis has really impressed me the times I've watched her this season too. So both of these teams are going to be tough to score on. And I think, what did you say? That you had the keys to the game from the coaches, and it was what I was thinking too. So important what happens in the midfield.
In the midfield is exactly right. Coach Moran for Spalding, his number one key was win the midfield, and immediately talking to Steve Town right after that, do not let Spalding operate in the midfield. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Sophie Gurriello, too, is one of the most gifted athletes out there on the field, both in basketball and soccer. So that was another key to the game for U32 as well.
Yeah, trying to slow her down. She's fast, and she really, if she gets an open field and gets into a sprint to a ball, she's tough to keep up with. Really looking forward to this one. Spalding will be in their road whites with their crimson shorts, I believe. And it's the U32 in their classic blue with their white numbers for their home uniforms. Spalding going from left to right on your screen. U32 right to left. It looks like U32 will have the kickoff under the lights. I know that both my kids played here at U32 and always excited about a game under the lights. It was so fun, and kind of the magic of that is usually reserved for football, but to play under the lights, you get a bigger crowd. The student section really comes out and supports because it's almost like a sideline party for them. Makes it a lot of fun. Will be Emmons to kick things off, I believe, for the Raiders. And glad to see Emma Pulsifer in, and I think this is going to be a tribute to Emma, who, see Pulsifer in there at the center back spot, and she's been sidelined this season with a pretty significant injury. So in a classy move, I believe this is going to start off. Spalding's going to allow U32 to kick this one off and allow Pulsifer to get a touch and then come out of the game. And stuff like this, I know these two coaches love each other. They're like brothers, number one. They have so much respect for each other, Town and Moran. So for them to give this opportunity to Pulsifer, who's missed her senior season with an injury, I think is just excellent. It's classy, just classy soccer.
Very classy soccer, and obviously these teams are both rivals, but class acts both on and off the field.
And Spalding kicks it out to the U32 bench. The Raiders give Emma a hug, and then she gets to leave the field. And knowing that she got in at least her senior year, even despite an injury, she kicked the ball with that right foot that she had the injury on. That worried me for a second, though, but she's able to jog off. And it will be a throw-in, and things are going to get officially started now in this one for the Raiders. Really looking forward to this defensive matchup battle. Two incredible defenses. The battle in the middle is going to really be telling. Who can control the ball? Who can keep it? Here's Goriello showing off her speed. Can't quite get to that one as it goes over the sideline. It will be a throw-in for the Raiders. On the far side for U32, it will be Addie Pasco. Spalding with a throw. Ball into the U32 end. Trombley races after it and sends it over the sideline. Another throw-in for the Tide. Stepping up to take it will be Maria Saldi. Saldi can whip her throw-ins. It's almost as good as a corner kick. Gets it right on the boot of Goriello. Goriello in the box, working. Dishes off, and it's across to the far side by Ruby Myers. And played over the sideline. Smart play by Morgantown for U32. Here's the throw-in. Played down.
Excellent throw-in there by Spalding, getting inside the 18.
Yeah, Saldi is very effective. She's dangerous, a weapon with those throw-ins in the offensive third. Goriello now trying to get around the corner. She's quickly double-teamed, but speeds past it into the green space. Good step in on the defensive side by Pulsifer, or rather.
I believe that was Grace Noyes.
Grace Noyes, sorry about that, yep. Grace Noyes will be all over the field, too. Here's Emmons with a nice first touch. Can't connect to the teammate on that pass. There's the 50-50 ball in the middle. Played back now to Katie Parker for the Tide. Here's Sofin looking to go long and deflected off of Emmons. It's going to be a throw-in for Spalding, and as the wind picks up a little bit here, it's now going from right to left on your screen. It was going the opposite direction earlier, but it looks like it's going to be kind of at U32's back to start this first half. This ball's going to go over the sideline, throw-in for the Tide. Sofin will take it for the Spalding Crimson Tide. Under the boot, Mackenzie Allen. Town. Looking for an open teammate. Dumps off for Parrish. Izzy Parrish now plays it to the outside. She finds Elena Noyes. Noyes trying to get it forward and does. Nice 1-2. Noyes ahead to Town. And deflected out of bounds, Dolan coming over to make the stop for the Spalding.
Love the footwork here by U32, operating in that midfield. They're crisp on their passes, and it's outstanding to see so far.
Early in the season, I covered a couple games with Coach Steve Town, and this team was still finding his identity, and he was really experimenting with who he wanted where. I think they've found it with this 8-game winning streak. They've really bought into their roles and found what they're best at, and they can really are effective. Parrish sends one outside. It's sent in, and Rory-Ann Glassford makes the scoop. Glassford's an excellent goalkeeper, but when Rob Moran wants, he can put her out in the field, and she really is a spark plug for this Crimson Tide team outside of the goal mouth as well.
Nice control there by U32.
Handball called. It will be a free kick for the Tide.
Wasn't sure if it was going to get called. It looked like, from this angle up here, it looked like it grazed a forearm.
Mia Dolan with a long boot into the U32 end. Love to have Dolan taking my free kicks. She's got a booming boot.
Talk about a booming boot there for Lydia Trombley.
I love the scrappiness Trombley plays with in that center back spot. Kind of in the sweeper spot, it looks like they might have moved Paige Parker up into a defensive midi spot now, where she has definitely been in that sweeper or stopper spot frequently. Attempted play forward that time by Ruby Myers. She wins the throw-in for the Tide. Interesting matchup here. Grace Noyes, who normally can play offense, looks like she's going to match up with Goriello and try to make that I used to call it the monster, where you put that one person on the most dangerous offensive attacker, and they just stay in their pocket the whole game and just frustrate them. So looks like Noyes may be matched up on Goriello, which isn't a bad strategy. Goriello, definitely the biggest offensive threat for this Tide team. And Noyes has the speed to stay with her.
Looking for that through ball through, almost connected.
Parker with a good challenge. The ball comes out to Emmons. Emmons now looking for an open teammate. Nobody ahead of her, so she carries. Nice cross into the middle.
Great left foot into the middle. U32 has an opportunity if they can switch fields there. Couldn't get it there.
Here's Goriello now for Spalding. Noyes stays with her. Goriello keeps possession. Tries to cross, but Noyes does a great job stuffing that one and kicking it over the sideline. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch today. Nice drawback by Parrish. Here's Sofin now. Parker. Emmons comes away with that free 50-50 ball. Abby Glassford sends this one forward, and Trombley clears it away. Ball to the far side to Saldi. Saldi plays it into the middle. Here's Parker looking forward. Nice ball forward. That one from Izzy Parrish. Here's Emmons. Emmons looking into the middle, trying to get it onto the foot of Claire Phillips. He can't connect. This is going to be a goal kick for the Tide, I believe. We have a sub checking into the game for U32. Molly Mislak, and she is a spark plug. Talk about spark plugs up top. She's got a lot of speed. She can get around the corner fast and definitely create opportunities for this Raider team. Paige Parker with a nice ball to the wing. Town looking to play it back, trying to get it to Elena Noyes. Vanderpyle now to Noyes. Elena's got good footwork. She can really set the table for her teammates. Precision passer. Here's Vanderpyle now. Taken away. Excellent defensive play there by Ruby Myers. Here's Goriello with speed. Gets around the corner. Battling with Trombley, and good job by Trombley stepping in front, but Goriello was like a wave coming in on the beach. Just get out of the way. She had goal on her mind, so the Raiders dodged a bullet there.
But a great job by that defense, just sticking with the play on that and earning a goal kick.
Here's Mislak now, looking outside for Town, and it goes over the sideline. Off the Tide, it will be a throw in U32. Parrish plays it off a Tide leg. Morgantown will take the throw. Looking for Elena Noyes. Izzy Parrish, head to Mislak. Ooh! Attempted clear, that time by Sofin, off Mislak. Vanderpyle with a nice cutback into the middle. There's the nice one, too. Vanderpyle again. Drops it off for Parrish. Vanderpyle left-footed shot and doesn't get what she wants on it, so Glassford is able to pick up the slow roller.
Love the back and forth play and the footwork there by U32.
So tough to defend those 1-2s. You turn your back, and here's Goriello again, just showing her speed. Gets the shot off over the crossbar, but that one was blistered. Again, you get Goriello going in a straight line, and she is like a missile.
A heat-seeking missile, and boy, let me tell you, if you're U32 Raiders, you are very fortunate that sailed through the field goal post on that kick.
This will be a throw-in for U32. Will be Hazel Vanderpyle. Good touch that time by Mackenzie Allen to redirect it. Here's Chappelle Cortez. Takeaway by Parrish. Izzy Parrish now. She's dispossessed. Parker with a nice step up. Mislak coming back to help, trying to get things going off the dribble. Saldi is there and plays it back to Dolan. Good pass ahead onto the boot of Rock. Dolan with a nice pass. Looking forward. Here's Saldi again. Plays it up the line. Crossed into the middle. Vanderbilt is there. Goriello. And Trombley's back. Clears it away over the sideline. Throw in Tide. We've got a whole crew of East Montpelier ball people now. Not just one ball girl or ball boy. We've got a crowd of them, so they'll get that job done well and fast tonight.
Good way of staying warm down there.
Good battle by Izzy Parrish to come away with it. Looking long to the far side. Racing after it is Mislak. She's got speed, but skilled play by Dolan to play that one away. Used her body so well to shield the ball as Mislak was coming on hard to that 50-50 ball. That's going to be a handball against Spalding. Free kick for U32. Looks like Izzy Parrish will step up to take it for the Raiders. Ball into the 18, trapped down by Mislak, played away by the Spalding defense. Here's Goriello again, around the corner. Noyes was staying with her, stride for stride. Cleared away nicely by Addie Pasco.
Very impressed by Guriello being able to get that pass into the middle with that U32 defender on her hip that entire time.
Here's Paige Parker into the middle, onto the boot of Emmons. Emmons now with a nice pass to Vanderpill on the overlapping run. And overlap the overlap. Here comes Emmons. Sylvia cuts it back, drops it off to Vanderpill. Crossed into the middle. Here's Saldi, and there's a shot by Parker. It's deflected. Or let's see, was that was Mislak actually, and it's going to be a goal kick for Spalding. I think Coach Town has developed more and more confidence in Mislak. She had the game winner in a game we covered a couple weeks back. Chloe Darrow, the junior, into the game, and Paige Parker's right knee is wrapped up and taped up, and there's a brace on it. I'm wondering, you can only speculate, but she's probably not at 100% today. I don't think she comes out of a game if she's 100%. Nice cross by Emmons. It's in the middle, and it's cleared away. Well defended. I think Saldi sent that one out of the danger zone for the Tide.
Went in between a couple of defenders, so it could have been costly there, but clearing it out nicely was Spalding.
Vanderpill had to take her gloves off to do that throw-in, so she had warm hands for a minute, but gloves are off now. What a metaphor for the game. The gloves are off in this one, and they're ready to go.
We're not at a boxing match, though, Carl.
Or hockey. Feels like hockey. It's cold enough for hockey. Vanderpill trying to look for Emmons down that sideline. She does connect on the pass. Emmons comes strong to the ball. Well defended by the Tide. Katie Parker with a clear. Back into the Spalding end. And Cam Soffin with a beautiful clear. Finds Goriello ahead. Goriello with a stop and go. Grace Noyes is staying with her. Goriello around the corner, crosses into the middle. Little too much on that one. It's going to go over the end line.
Still impressed by the legs, the strength of Guriello being able to fight off defenders and get it at least in play to where the goalie has to make a play on it.
I've seen a few games where Goriello has played, and a lot of teams choose the I call it that. It used to be the hack-a-shack, where the star on the other team, you just beat them up a little bit if you can. And a lot of teams play her just really physical, kind of trip, anything they can to slow her down. U32's played her clean, and Boy, giving Goriello full strides is almost a mistake because once she gets ahead of steam, she is tough to stop and keep up with. This ball played back. Saldi looking ahead. Trombley is there and clears it toward the Spalding end. Emmons heads it down, looking for a teammate in the middle. Nobody there on that pass. Vanderpill plays it over the sideline, and it will be a throw-in for the Tide. Up to take it will be Ruby Myers. Myers looking for Goriello, and Elena Noyes doesn't mess around. Goriello's there. You kick that ball as far away as you can. Don't let her play with it.
That's when danger happens.
U32 on the counterattack now. Here's Emmons. And job by Katie Parker to play it, or Sofin to play it inbounds down the line. Emmons battling with Sofin. Cross into the middle. First touch by a Crimson Tide player. Here's Emmons now, sends it long into the Spalding end. Glassford will come out and scoop this one up. Saldi playing a little blocker there as Mislak was coming in fast and hard. Vanderpill plays it forward. Cleared away nicely by Sofin. Got another sub. Paige Parker back into the game for U32. She's going to give Izzy Parrish a break in the middle.
Almost halfway through this first half, and like you said, Carl, a defensive battle.
Vanderpill into the middle, cleared away by Crimson Tide player. Here's Elena Noyes now looking for Emmons. Emmons does a good job getting a boot on it. Sent over the sideline, and it will be a throw-in U32. Vanderpill will take it. They want her a little further down the line toward the Spalding end. Emmons is going to make a run forward down the line. Elena Noyes gets first touch on the throw-in. And it goes over the sideline. Spalding throw. Helen Allen will take this one for Spalding. She had some great minutes in the Harwood match a week or so ago, a game we covered. She really shined in that one, a 0-0 tie, and she played a great right back for the Tide. There's a shot wide right. Nice thought by Emmons. Maybe a little distant tester for Glassford, but she couldn't get that on target. First touch by Rader, but it goes to the Spalding end. Goriello around the corner again. Nice cut back to her right foot. Gets the shot off just wide right. Watching Goriello in this game on those breakaways, it reminds me of those Pele videos where she just gets that head of steam and goes weaving through defenders.
Very gifted as a scorer and playmaker herself. So she's dangerous no matter if the ball is on her foot or anywhere near her.
Raiders definitely trying to keep it off her right foot if they can. She broke it back to the left that time, and that got her an extra step to get the shot off. Here's Chappelle Cortez looking ahead for Goriello. Trying for the 1-2 that time. It's picked off by a Raider. Here's Parker. Parker looking to get it back to Megan Pitsley, who's checked into the game. Kicked out of bounds by Spalding. Addie Pasco will take the throw in for the Raiders right in front of their bench. Here's Morgantown. Chappelle Cortez in her pocket, and Chappelle Cortez wins her team a throw-in.
Nice throw in.
Yeah, Saldi is, I don't know if she plays softball, but she could be a pitcher. I know you have to go underhand, not overhand, but she has great arm speed and really zings those throw-ins. Here's another Saldi throw-in into the box, into danger land. Played down nicely by Grace Noyes, and this is going to go over the end line off the tide.
Kind of a good job of just boxing out there, essentially, on Gurriello and getting the ball away, kicking the ball away for U32.
Here's Emmons now for U32. In the pregame, they did mention Emmons the leading scorer this year and last for this U32 Raider team. Elena Noyes plays it back, Vanderpill. Picked up by Izzy White. Sent into the U32 end. It's going to be a throw-in for Spalding. Both teams shuttling players in and out. Izzy Parrish back in for U32. Katie Parker back into the game and Molly Clark into the game for Spalding. Here's the throw in by Clark into the corner, and it's going to go over the end line. Goal kick U32. Pretty good student section here. We had a boys game just before this one where U32 defeated Thetford in dramatic fashion, 1-0 on a goal with just over 30 seconds remaining.
Hoping for the same here in the second game, Carl.
Emmons making a run. There's some open space. Whoa! There comes
There was some space there, and then
Sophin the Jet. And I talked about this before, but in previous games, I know the track coach has to be watching her. When she closes on those breakaways, it's incredible sprint, inline sprint speed. I'd like to see what she gets on the 100-yard dash for a time. Good ball movement again. Here's Parrish. Reversing fields. Looking for Pitsley. Oh no, this is Morgantown. And it's played over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick. Just a high IQ play by Mia Dolan there to leave it on the end line and allow it to be kicked off by the attacking U32 Raider player. Dolan with a nice goal kick. Town hustling back. Saldi comes away with a 50-50 ball. Town doesn't give up on it. Played back to Glassford, Abby Glassford. And Sophin with a nice clear. Ahead to Goriello. Looking to play it back and played out of bounds by the Raiders. Saldi will take the throw in for Spalding. Goriello gets the shot off. Oh, and it slips through the hands of the keeper in an unfortunate goal for the U32 Raiders, but a great strike by Goriello, and Spalding will go up 1-0.
not much you can do about that if you're Sophia Willis. Just going, just right through the hands, but regroup with 13:45 to go.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's a little cold and the dew is starting to settle. The ball is a little slick. The Raiders, let's see if they can make something happen and come back from that unfortunate first goal allowed. And you strike it low, you strike it hard, you strike it on target like Goriello did, and good things happen. Goriello again. Gets around one defender. Pulls the trigger from distance, and this one's going to go wide left.
Not a bad idea, though.
Spalding's been on the wrong end of these tight games, those 1-0 games, little mistake games, and So they certainly would like to come away with this one, and it's important. They're ranked number 8 in Girls Division I right now, which means they probably would get a home playdown game, but game number 2 at that 8 spot would be a trip to CVU. So a couple wins to finish out, both in this one and then against Linden Institute on Saturday at Linden, would probably bump them up to the 7, maybe even the 6 spot, which would be huge for them as far as avoiding early round excellence of CVU or Essex. Here's Noyes now. Elena looking to the outside to Town. A little too much pace on that. Goes over the sideline. Saldi takes the throw, plays it back to Dolan. Town dispossessed by Dolan. Dolan weaving through 2 defenders. Parker comes up and makes the play. Izzy Parrish now from Parker. Saldi battling for that ball. Town plays it forward. Emmons looking to the outside. Racing onto it is Parrish. Parrish crosses it, can't turn quite enough on it, and it's going to be a
I think it's going to be a
corner kick. Yeah,
Yep.
that must have been deflected.
Yeah, it went off the back of Cameron Sofin.
So let's see who takes the corner. Looks like Morgantown is stepping up to take this corner. Raiders would really like to stick one here to tie this game up and get that goal back. Short, low one. Town coming on to it. Left-footed cross into the middle. Played down and cleared away. Here's Izzy Parrish now. Looking into the middle, finds Emmons. Emmons pulls the trigger from distance. Glassford makes the save. You know, not a bad thought. Like I said, it's wet out there from the dew. It's getting cold. Bounce one in there and see if you get a slider or a short hop that can't be controlled. Ball played to the wing. Good strong attack by Pasco to that loose ball. It's going to be a throw-in for U32. Emmons looking ahead to Elena Noyes. Noyes plays it right back to Emmons. Emmons tries to reverse Fields and does. Here's Town now. Town around the corner. Nice ball to Emmons. Emmons pulls the trigger with her left foot but can't get around on it. It's going to be a goal kick tied. Coach Rob Moran getting subs in there. Chappelle Cortez back into the game. Looks like Ruby Myers back into the game as well.
Love the attack here recently from U32. You know, you get behind on that unfortunate goal, but putting the pressure back on Spalding. I like what they've done so far on offense these last few minutes.
Yeah, you know, a little more urgency. You feel the intensity of giving up that goal. You want to get back into this one, and this team has won 8 straight. They don't lie down and take losing easily, so they're going to fight for it all the way. Good pressure by that Spalding D. Goriello looking for Chappelle Cortez. Played back, and here comes Willis, and she's going to boom it out of the U32 end. Nice boom. Emmons with a nice takeaway, looking into the corner to space. Racing onto it is Town. Morgan keeps it in. Crossed into the middle. Abby Glassford clears it away. Here's Goriello. Ball cleared away by Darrow.
Looking to get her teammates set up on that run was Gurriello, but a nice job by U32 defense getting back and getting a chance to set their defense.
Excellent throwing again by Saldi. Here's Izzy Parrish for U32 on the counterattack. Spalding on the reversal on the far side. It's Hayden Rock crossing it into the middle, cleared away by Trombley. Spalding putting good pressure on now. Trombley battling with Mackenzie Allen. Allen crosses it, but Willis is there to make the grab.
Great anticipation there by Willis.
Willis's punt gets through to midfield. Keeping it going around the corner is Mislak. Good defense by Allen to knock that one away. There's Gurriello, Grace Noyes. Good job slowing her down. Gurriello clears a little space, comes away with that loose ball. Parker looking forward. Here's Chappelle Cortez down the left side. Trombley is there to sweep things up. And Darrow clears it away. Over the sideline, throw in Spalding. Another Saldi fastball. Here's Dolan now. Works it back. Emmons with the takeaway. Looking to the outside. Darrow plays it up the line, keeping it in bounds, and Saldi plays it over the sideline. It will be a throw-in, U32.
Right at midfield, just over 5 minutes to go before halftime. See if U32 can put some more pressure on that Spalding defense and goaltender.
Good takeaway by Mackenzie Allen. She's going to win the Tide a throw-in. Yeah, the first goal in this one really means so much. I said both defenses were tough. You get to be a little less intense and gamble a little less if you get up 1-0. So that's going to make the Spalding defense even tougher, even more stout. This one's going to go over the sideline, knowing that they don't have to gamble up and put pressure on to get on the board. Another great throw. Darrow gets the boot on it to clear. Here's Mislak now. Sofin and Mislak in a foot race. Crossed in the middle to Emmons. Emmons plays it back to Pasco. Pasco looking outside. There's Izzy Parrish. Chappelle Cortez challenges her from behind. Gurriello with Grace Noyes. Step for step. Gurriello with a cutback.
Unselfishly laying it off for her teammate, but she wasn't ready for the pass.
Sofin booms rolling back in, looking for Gurriello. Played to the outside. Chappelle Cortez. Excellent takeaway by Darrow, who was back there. Mislak plays it forward, looking for the overlapping teammate. No, she played it to herself. She was just so fast. She made the pass, and she was almost the first person to it.
Love what Molly Mislak has brought to this U32 team. coming off the bench as well. Been a spark.
Mislack again, challenging hard. Dolan comes away with that 50-50 ball and a nice tackle. Played back to Dolan, and she booms it forward right onto the boot of Goriello. Goriello looking forward for Chappelle Cortez. Izzy Parrish is there, getting that passing lane. Chappelle Cortez comes away with a 50-50 ball. Here's Parker. Outside she goes to Parrish. Parrish looking long. This one's going down the sideline, and Town can't get to it before it goes over. Saldi plays it back. A lot of confidence in Dolan back there. Such a skilled player, great footwork and excellent touch. Dolan again. Dolan racing onto it, being pressured by Town and Mislack. Attempted play to Saldi, and this one goes over the sideline. It will be a throw on U32. Vanderpill back into the game for U32. Izzy White into the game for Spalding. Good play by Ruby Myers to clear that away for the Tide. Pasco tries to play it into the middle, cleared away. Pasco again into the middle. Great move by Hayden Rock there to reverse fields, looking for Chappelle Cortez. Well defended by Pasco, who plays it over the sideline.
One last push here before halftime.
Here's the throw-in by Ruby Myers. Goriello quickly double-teamed. And that's going to do it for the first half. The Spalding Crimson Tide lead the U32 Raiders by a score of 1-0 on a Sophie Goriello goal. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Wicked Binds Farms in Berlin, Parker's Quick Stop, Johnson Paving, and the Viennes family, the Soffin family, the Dolan family, and the Lavins, with a shout out to Evan and Ryan Rice watching their cousin Cam dominate the defense for the Spalding Crimson Tide. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's second half action. You're watching a CVTV723.org, CVTsport.net presentation of girls high school soccer. This game is made possible by Parker's Quick Stop, family owned and operated for 40 years, open 7 days a week for all your convenience and gas needs, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., even on holidays, on 15 Berlin Street in Montpelier. Thank you to Parker's Quick Stop. This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spalding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
Why does a community bank matter? We're trying to help people find a way to make their lives better, their children's lives better, their grandchildren's lives better. People still want to be able to walk into the bank. It's really important to know that your branch is around the corner when you have real problems. We can absolutely be a billion-dollar bank and still care about our individual clients. It's your money. You've worked really hard for it, and we take it very seriously.
Save big and get job ready with a free college degree. If your household income is under $100,000, you are eligible for free tuition and fees at the Community College of Vermont. 802 Opportunity is available to new or returning students of any age who do not already have a bachelor's degree. Up to 70% of Vermont households are eligible. Join us this fall and discover all that CCV has to offer. Visit ccv.edu/802 to apply.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm. Welcome back to the CVTV723.org, CVTsport.net presentation of girls high school soccer from U32 High School, where the Spalding Crimson Tide leads U32 1-0 on a Sophie Goriello unassisted goal. Just powered it through. And, the goal she shot and scored was probably one of the least dangerous attacks that she led. When she gets momentum, she's going downhill fast and hard. Really gets herself good opportunities and looks. And U32 survived those scares, but gave up a slip-through goal and trail 1-0. The Tide, in their white uniforms, will be going right to left on your screen now, leading 1-0 over the U32 Raiders in their blue uniforms and their white numbers. Going left to right on your screen, the Tide will have the kickoff for this one to start the second half. Can U32 muster some offense to knot this one up? They've got the tools, they have the effective scorers, but a lot of speed, a lot of skill in that back line for Spalding. It's really a hard nut to crack as far as getting past Sofin and Dolan back there. Saldi as well, and I've liked Helen Allen, and that right back spot is getting better and better every game I watch her as well for Spalding. This one goes over the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for U32. And they want to move it back a little bit. There's the throw-in. Played back to Grace Noyes. Will they keep her as that defensive focus, that defensive specialist on Goriello, or will they move Noyes up to try to create some offense? That's the question. I've noticed that Addie Pasco is matched up now with Goriello in the back up top for Spalding. We'll see if that's a choice Coach Town makes.
We definitely saw it in the first half, being able to match the speed that Goriello has. So it will be an interesting thing to see if Steve Town does switch it up to try to create some offense, like you said, Carl.
Elena Noyes looking forward into the zone. Glassford comes out to make the play. Glassford's punt to midfield. Chappelle Cortez blocks that clearing kick away. Grace Noyes working with Emmons on that left side. That's a nice combination there, really. Both have speed, both have a lot of skill. And that could be a place where they could create some offense. Cam Sofin disagrees with me on that one. She doesn't want and won't easily let anybody buy her over on that side as she plays that one out over the sideline. Here's Emmons, and Sofin again, clearing it away, all the way to midfield, keeping it in play. Nope, it does go over the sideline, right about at midfield.
Majority of it kept in play, but nice give and go there for U32.
Emmons, tracked by Hayden Rock. Emmons again, back into the middle to Elena Noyes. Chappelle Cortez, here's the sprinting Goriello again. Parker plays it out to the side, over the sideline. Smart play by Parker that time. You don't want to let the ball anywhere near Goriello with a head of steam.
Another excellent throw in.
Here's the shot, and nice save by Willis. That was well struck that time by Mackenzie Allen, I believe. Booming punt for Willis. Emmons battling for the loose ball. Played back to Allen. So it goes over the sideline. And this will be a Spalding throw-in. Hayden Rock will take it. Finds Chappelle Cortez. Chappelle Cortez gets around the corner. Played over the sideline, well defended by Pasco.
And staying just to the inside of the flag down there in the corner, so a throw in for Spalding.
Good news is that it's not Saldi taking this throw in for Spalding, and they're going to call an illegal throw. You got to bring it all the way back and follow through on it. So it will be a throw in for U32. Good challenge by the Tide. Excellent pressure by Mackenzie Allen. And it's going to win Spalding a throw-in. Nope. It's going to be a U32 throw.
I was going to say, everybody was standing around waiting for the official's direction.
Deflected out by the Tide again. Grace Noyes will take another. No, that throw never got in, so it's going to be a Spalding throw on the far side. Goriello now. Trombley with a takeaway. Trombley clears it head to Parrish. Parrish looking down the line, finds Emmons. Emmons gets around the defender, looks up, crosses it into the middle, and a nice step up by Sofin again to clear it away toward the U32 end. Played in by Myers.
That's a big gamble there.
Goriello tracked by Parker, dumps off to Chappelle Cortez, tries to give and go. Chappelle Cortez, and Willis gives up her body, diving on it. Might have almost got a boot to the face there, but that's how fearless you have to be if you want to play goalkeeper.
Excellent save, though.
And a good punt to go with it. Sofin clears it down the sideline, throwing U32. Parrish plays it over the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for Spalding. Played away by Trombley. Here's Mislack now, working with Emmons. Mislack gets past one defender, but can't get past Sofin.
Mislack getting the start here in the second half, providing just that spark that the U32 wanted in the first half. Ooh, a little hot on the give and go there.
Yeah, nice thought that time by Parrish and Town. They were on the same page, just, yeah, you're right, too much pace on the comebacker. Played back to Dolan. Dolan working with Saldi. Saldi clears it into the middle. Here's Elena Noyes looking forward. Town racing after it, saves it, and wins her team a corner kick.
What a chase down there and knocking it off a Spalding defender. Nice job there by Morgantown.
Yeah, absolute hustle that time winning that corner kick. Town will take the corner for U32. Good opportunity off the set piece for the Raiders. Headed, oh! Great job that time by, was it? Oh, I wanted to.
Pretty sure that was Chloe Darrow.
Yeah, Darrow came up. Had some pace on that header, just didn't get quite over it enough to put it down on net. This one goes over the sideline. It will be a throw on U32. Elena Noyes will take it. Noyes, nice throw into the middle. Mislak boots it up toward the goal, but goes wide. I don't mind that either, you know. Give some dimension to your shot there, and sometimes those can find their way into the back of the net, sailing up on those lobbers. Chappelle Cortez comes away with the ball, but Parrish races into it and after it. Here's Emmons now on the far side. Emmons playing it back, looking for Grace Noyes, but can't connect on the pass. Throw in Spalding. First touch by Rader. It's going to go over the sideline again. Helen Allen will take the throw. Bodied away by the Raiders. Played in by Myers. Parker, excellent clear. Sofin, good in the air as well as she heads that one away. Spalding had a really tough early schedule, and they battled through it. Had a little streak where they went into overtime a few games in a row and came up short in, I think it was 3 or 4 straight one-goal games. So they could be ranked much higher, and even in Division I, if they had broken through with just a couple of those wins in those tight ones, and hoping to come away with a victory in this tight 1-0 game today.
We always talk about, no matter what sport it is, those early season games when you load up on the front end of your or the back end of your schedule, you're gonna see what your team is made of. So
for U32, they've got this game and then Harwood Saturday. Losing both of them, there is the potential they could drop out of that 2 spot. They're hoping that they don't drop as far as 4. You don't want to see Rice, if you can help it, until the championship, because Rice is the real deal this year in Girls Division II. A lot of people, including maybe a lot of me, think Rice maybe should be a D1 team. But they do play D2, and they found themselves over the last decade in the Girls Division II championship the large majority of the time. I think at least 8 out of the last 10 years. It's nice to be able to have superstars from all the way as far as Barrie, Vermont, but definitely Harwood players and transfer to your school. Oh, here's Goriello. She shoots and tries to put more power than precision, and it goes over the crossbar. That could have been a very healthy insurance goal for the Tide.
just evading defenders, and like you said, Carl, putting a little bit too much power on that one. I don't think she necessarily needed to.
No, sometimes a little nubber off the side of the foot is just as good, if not better. It was definitely one-on-one with the goalie there as she had a look. And it is fun seeing that ball blister the back of the net, too, got to admit. Some played over the sideline. It will be a Tide throw-in. Rock will go take the throw for the Tide. Here's Ruby Myers. And played out of bounds. Another throw-in. Rock will take it for Spalding. There's Rock's throw. On the boot of Mackenzie Allen. Some played back. Sofin booms it right back in. It's a bouncer. Willis is there, and that, well, it's going to be a foul. It didn't get to the degree of being a card, but Goriello definitely gave Willis a little bump. Oh, great job by Town to keep that in play. Looking long into the middle to Emmons. Emmons tries to turn on it. There's Helen Allen, clears it to the outside for the Tide. Hayden Rock with a play forward, and she's going to win her team a throw-in. Raiders really haven't solved the mystery of that back line for Spalding. We talked about that Dolan-Sofin combination. They're very skilled, very tough.
And all upperclassmen as well. So they've been there, done that, and one of the best looks U32 has gotten on the run out here, but a great job once again.
Dolan plays it over the sideline, and it will be a throw-in for U32. Here's Emmons. Here's the shot, and it goes wide right. Good effort that time. And with Dolan and Sofin back there, you really have to sometimes take the shot from distance when you have a chance, because they will close, they will dispossess, and they will clear. Don't want to discount Allen back there or Saldi either. They're both very strong and play their roles very well. Here's a chance for Emmons. She's cut off at the pass, and this pass is going to go over the sideline, throw in for the Tide. Maria Saldi will take the throw for Spalding. Long ball looking for Goriello. Goriello gets around the corner again. Pasco trying to recover to her. Trombley's there. Here's the shot, and it's the crossbar. Excellent strike by Goriello. It's going to be a goal kick. Or was that deflected?
No, it hit off the goalpost, and Willis, it bobbled out of her hands after the deflection.
Oh, wow. Okay. Had some weird spin.
A lot of spin on that one.
Here's the corner kick for Spalding. Goriello plays it short. Goriello now going short corner. Cleared away by Paige Parker. It's going to be another corner for Spalding. Parker, even with that knee wrapped up, has still made some key plays out there. She's got the heart of a defender, and really you wonder if 100% healthy Parker would have made this defense look a little bit different for U32. We talked about how Steve Town has really found the positions for people, but you can blow that out of the water sometimes when one of your people in a key position is not at 100%. You have to move them around a little bit because of an injury. Chappelle Cortez keeps it alive. Ball played to Goriello. Goriello through a crowd, and I think not only is she fast, she's also super strong. So like U32 tries to bump her off the ball, and she just crushes right through anybody that tries to bump her off the ball. I said a lot of teams played her physical early, and I think it toughened her up maybe. Cross into the middle, nobody's there to receive the pass. Excellent feed from Goriello. Always guard that far post. It's free money if you're an attacking wing, especially when you have somebody drawing as much attention as Goriello does out there. U32 on the counterattack. Emmons in town. Dolan plays it back to Sofin. Sofin plays it back into the U32 end to Goriello. Chappelle Cortez now from Goriello. Nice cutback by Parker. Good challenge by Chappelle Cortez. Keeps it in play.
Love the hustle there from Chappelle Cortez.
Pasco does a good job clearing that over the sideline. Ball played in, and Trombley clears that away. Saldi now, battling with Town. Here's Emmons now. looking for green space. Helen Allen makes the play around one defender, gets it to her teammate. Played into the middle, Chappelle Cortez. Rock plays it back, and Spalding will take the throw. Substitute into the game. I think it's Abby Glassford. Let me see. Should know in a second. No, correction. That's Katie Parker into the game. The right back spot for the Tide. Goal kick U32.
U32's got to get something set here on offense. Spalding has basically lived in the offensive zone here for these last 10 minutes or so.
U32 really not able to overcommit. They need the extra body back to double team Goriello, or at least be ready to drop in. Here's the nice counterattack, though. Sofin hustles after it. Parrish was there, but Sofin clears it over the sideline. Allows the rest of her Tide team to get back on the defensive end. Throw in U32. Here's Emmons. She's quickly double teamed. Sofin clears it away. Elena Noyes tries to get the boot on it, but her shot is blocked. Good field reversal by Town. Grace Noyes gets the shot off, deflected by Sofin. Ball in the middle. Sofin's there. Clears it away. Chappelle Cortez now. Played back nicely by Mackenzie Allen. Saldi tries to clear it. Noyes is there to pick that pass off. Town now to Emmons. Emmons with a cut back. Ahead to Noyes. Noyes, left-footed shot. Might have caught her cleat just wide left of the post.
Not a bad idea, though. Good layoff there by Sylvia Emmons. Just couldn't get enough on the shot.
Really some of the best pressure we've seen from U32 in this match in the last couple minutes. Coach Town, I think, is going to bring Mislak in. Wants to see if her speed here with a U32 on the attack can get something going for the Raiders. Coach Rob Moran has to be happy with that string of one-goal losses and toward the early middle of the season. To be up by a goal right now has to be a better feeling than they've had. Nice throw-in onto the boot of Emmons. Emmons crosses into the middle. Sofin deflects it away. Emmons back to play it. Drops it off for Vanderpill. This ball gets through, and Sofin clears it over the end line. Well played as Parrish was right in her pocket, putting on pressure. Sylvia Emmons, the senior, will take the corner kick for U32.
One of the first times we've seen a semi-miscue by the Spalding defense, but getting it out.
Here's the corner, and Glassford is there to make the grab. One of the really toughest tests for Glassford tonight is fielding that corner. Chappelle Cortez sends it forward. Trombley is there for U32. Back toward the Spalding end. Goriello now, nice cut back to her right foot. Pasco staying with her. Goriello the shot, and it's wide left.
She pulled that one from deep.
Not a bad thought. You strike it low and hard. Like I said, the dew is settling. Izzy White back into the game for the Tide. along with Ava Hull now. Hull will work up top with Goriello.
There's the speed by Mislak. Gets a foot on it into the middle.
Nice clear by, who else? Sofin. Gotta love Sofin at that center back spot. Along with Dolan, they are, like I said, they are a wall that's very difficult to get by. Here's Goriello.
1-on-3.
Willis comes out and knocks it away. Again, pretty fearless. Goriello is coming in full speed ahead. If Willis hadn't come out when she did, that would have been an easy tap in for Goriello. This will be a goal kick for U32. And I don't think the officials were quite ready for that kick to be taken. They're discussing it a little bit. And they're going to change their mind on this one, overrule that goal kick, and they're going to make it a corner kick instead. Willis slid out. It looked like Goriello got a leg on it, but it must have rolled up Willis. So good news if you're a Tide fan, it will be a corner kick, which Goriello will step up to take. So clears the box. Saldi gets it to her right foot and punched away by Willis.
What a punch. Great job there by Willis.
That was a very well struck ball by Saldi. She had a lot of time, got it to her right foot. Had a little bend on that one too. It looked like it was going high and it tapered down into the goal mouth. Definitely a shot on goal. Vanderpill with a clear away into the middle. Town making a run down the right side, and this ball just a little too much pace. Oh, correction, that's Mislak. Saldi will take the throw in for Spalding. Parker clears it away. And it's going to be a push called against U32. Free kick for Spalding. And Dolan will come up to take this. This is her specialty. She can put this in where it can be very dangerous. Looks to the far post area. And Parrish clears it away for the Raiders. Coming back is Emmons to help defend. Sends it over the sideline. So Spalding's final game at Linden, and that's a game that should be in their wheelhouse. Linden, not renowned for their soccer programs, either the boys or the girls teams. And U32 is going to be tested against Harwood, at Harwood on Saturday morning. No, right here versus Harwood. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. at U32, so at least they have home cooking. But Harwood is a tough team. They played Spalding to a 0-0 overtime match about a week and a half ago. Good shot by Mackenzie Allen, but Willis was there to make the save again. Booming punt by Willis. Dolan is there to play it down. Nice volley to the U32 end, and tough deflection there off a Raider.
Looked like it went off the head of Elena Noyes.
Here's the throw in by Saldi. And deflected. Was it deflected by U32? No, it's going to be a goal kick.
Just over 10 minutes to go in the game. See if U32 can generate some offense and put a little pressure on Glassford in goal.
I mean, the gamble is you bring an extra body up on the offensive end, try to create something. Here's Emmons. And nice play back to Dolan from Sofin. But you do that gamble, and that's one less body that you have back there trying to slow down Goriello. Speak of the devil, and there she is, making her nice cut back. Trombley trying to stay with her. Goriello gets around two defenders. This time she dribbles in, she shoots, and she scores.
Not much you can do there if you're Willis, one-on-one with the goalie. Sophie Guriello punches it into the back of the net.
And that's the insurance goal Spalding wanted. And that time, Goriello learned her lesson from the last one. Tried to put too much power on the last one, sent it over the crossbar. She took the extra dribble. She knew that she had the step and just positioned it perfectly into the back of the net. Yeah, if I'm a college coach, I'm maybe talking to Rob Moran saying, does Sophie have any plans of playing at the next level? Because, I don't know, whatever school, any Vermont school, I think she could play, and quite possibly even at UVM. She crosses this one with her speed and strength.
With where we are in the season right now, I would imagine she's probably gotten a few calls here during this season.
If not, then college coaches are too busy and they're just not paying attention. Well, with that said, I'm probably on the same page about Mia Dolan as well. Dolan is such a skilled back, and obviously not tested a lot in this particular match, but Dolan has the skill set to play at the next level, most certainly, and she's a graduating senior as well. Well, there are quite a few players now going down the list of seniors. So for U32 Emmons, I wouldn't mind having her on my college soccer team either, if that was something she was inclined to be interested in.
Taking no chances, clearing that ball away was Pasco.
Well, I wondered about why people played Goriello so physical in the previous games I've covered. Now I know why. We've seen with her getting the full head of steam without being bumped and banged, and I got to tell you, early games she was tripped, she was kicked, she was pushed, she was shoved, and maybe those other teams knew a little bit what they were talking about.
The word battle-tested comes to mind.
Nice takeaway. Here's an opportunity. Parrish looking forward. Emmons on the run. Glassford is out, and nice seal there by Dolan to allow Glassford to come out and make the pickup. Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen Spalding in the D2 playoffs this year. Last year, they were just basically an injury away of making it to the championship. Molly Moran went down with I believe, a concussion with about 20 minutes left. They were up by a goal against Milton, and it really blew up their whole rhythm as a team. Molly Moran was so important last year for this tied team to control the middle. And when she went out, it was like two different games. And Milton came back and scored two quick goals, ended up punching their ticket to the Girls Division II Championship, where they lost to Rice. But That could have been Spalding there, giving Rice trouble last year. This year they are in Division One. Sofin will take the throw-in for the Tide. And last year, talk about excitement too. It was an overtime thriller on penalty kicks that allowed Spalding to get past U32 in the quarterfinals, which was also a really fun game to call and watch, and pure excitement.
Yeah, when it comes to league games, non-league games, it doesn't matter if these two teams are in the same division or one is, or Spalding like they are this year in Division One. These games are always competitive, and they always mean something to the players.
Ball played in the middle by Abby Glassford. This one forward, and Willis is there. Picks it up. I think Goriello had visions of hat trick on that through ball. Grace Noyes reverses Fields. Nice ball, good field vision to find Emmons on the far side. Emmons gets around the corner, pulls the trigger from distance. Short hopper, and Glassford does a great job using her whole body in front of that one. You can tell the ball is slick, it's wet, the field is slick out there. And Glassford, just a smart play in goal.
Doing whatever it takes, getting down on knees, hands, arms, everything was utilized there by Rory and Glassford.
Definitely can't trust your hands on this wet, cold field. Nice cut back by Elena Noyes. Emmons looking forward, looking to the outside. This one cleared away. Well defended by Saldi. Goriello again makes the turn. Too much green space. She pulls the trigger from distance. Woo! Just wide right of the corner.
We've talked about the power and the footwork of Sophie Goriello all night, but just an all-around outstanding player.
Chappelle Cortez makes the takeaway. Goriello looking to get it back to her. Ball played away. Goriello now gets it to her right foot. Pulls the trigger. It's low, hard. Oh, what a save by Willis. That one was on its way into the back of the net. And only a dynamic dive by Willis prevented the hat trick from Goriello. Short corner. Goriello around the corner pulls the trigger, and taking that one is Elena Noyes. That's a block in hockey where you take a puck to the ribs to prevent the goal. That was a cold soccer ball to the cold ribs that time to prevent the shot by Elena Noyes. Chappelle Cortez now for Spalding. Trombley plays it forward, or Parrish rather, plays it forward to Emmons. Here's the overlapping run by Town. And Sofin plays that over the sideline. Would like to thank Johnson Paving, the Viennes family, the Sofin family, the Dolan family, the Dolan family, the Lavins, Evan and Ryan Rice watching their cousin Cam play an outstanding game. Wicked Bynes Farm in Berlin and Parker's Quick Stop, along with the U32 Booster Club for enabling us to bring this game to you. Elena Noyes, the nice play forward. Here's Emmons now. Turns it into the middle, pulls the trigger from distance. Dolan blocks it away. So sent forward. Pasco tries to clear it away. Goriello is there to prevent the clear out of bounds. Goriello, here's the shot, and Willis with a great save again.
Booming kick.
Here's Grace Noyes looking ahead for Emmons. And Glassford comes out to make the play.
A little too hot there for Sylvia Emmons, just trying to knock that ball down.
Garrett Sisley, this is the time I start talking about the tournament specialty CVTsport.net player of the game as well. I think you probably have a player or two in mind to talk about.
There's a couple players in mind so far.
Nice step up by Glassford. Parrish keeps possession. Good ball forward. Here's Grace Noyes. Played away by Dolan. There's Myers for Spalding. And Trombley sends this one long into the Spalding end and cleared over the sideline. Who do you got first, Garrett?
You gotta love what the defense of Spalding has done in this game. Avi, Sophie, Gurriello scoring both the goals tonight, but I really like what Cameron Soffren has done on that defensive end for Spalding.
Yeah, she's been all over the place, certainly. Pretty impressive out there, controlling the back. And, you know, she's able to just be really intense and go for it because of the stability that both Allen and Saldi and specifically Dolan have provided her, too. You know, she knows they're going to drop in and going to be there for her when she needs them. You got to make a call, though, Garrett.
I think I'm going to go with Cameron Soffin. Obviously, Gurriello being the goal scorer tonight, but I just love what Soffin did on that defensive end tonight, anchoring that defense and getting this 2-0 win for Spalding.
I think it's a good choice. Definitely great performance by Gurriello, but Cam Soffin, you are the CVTsport.net Tournament Specialties Player of the Game. Great win for Spalding. They improve their record after this to 8-4-1, and with a win on Saturday, I think they can move up out of that 8th spot and avoid really being even in the same bracket with CVU if they get in that 7 or 6. So that is great news for the Spalding Crimson Tide. Well, the 8-game winning streak is broken for U32. They dropped to 9-4, still in the number 2 hole, and I think they're with a win Saturday, they still will hold that number 2 spot. So a key game Saturday right here at U32 against Harwood, and it's going to be an exciting one, most certainly, Garrett.
Absolutely, it will be.
It's probably going to do it for us here. Again, congratulations, Cam Soffin. You are the CVTsport.net Tournament Specialties Player of the Game. I'd like to thank Keegan Rossi, our cameraman, for toughing it out for an ice-cold doubleheader here in the U32 press box. Garrett Sisley, thanks for joining me. You really brought a little extra to the broadcast tonight, and I appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely, Carl.
And final score, final time. It's 2 for Spalding, nothing for the Raiders, and my lifelong learned words of wisdom I will share with you. Be content, be grateful, be kind, find your purpose, and embrace faith. Vaya con Dios, my friends. This has been a high school sports video production by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. It's also brought to you by CVTV. CVTV723.org.
My daddy